Today I'm going to attempt to make Luke and Laura a new bed. The one I originally made was like the very first piece of furniture I made for their dollhouse. And I want to make something a little bit more realistic and something that's in better shape because the other one's old and showing its age. So I grabbed some of these 5-gallon stir sticks from Wal-Mart. They come with 3 in a pack. I want to say they're like $1 or $2 per pack. I can't remember. It's been a while since I bought them. I'm hoping 2 packs are enough. I'm not sure. I'll let you know if I have to buy more packs to finish this. So that's what I'm going to make like the frame of the bed with. And then the headboard, I'm going to make this wicker thing I found at Goodwill. It is something I have no idea what it is. I think it might have gone inside a picnic basket from the looks of it. I got it half off. It was $2.99, so I got it for $1.50. And I was thinking of using this side as the headboard, and from what I've measured, I think it will work. I just have to grind off with my Dremel these metal connections. So that's what that's going to be. And right now I need to just take some measurements of the old bed and then I can start putting it together. So the old bed looked like this. The bottom is craft foam and the base of it was wood, a thin bass plywood. And then this was just like bamboo sticks and some other craft sticks. And I took this already off, so it's out of my way because I don't need that anymore. And then this I just wanted to get some measurements of to have an idea of how big I need it to be. And I also need to measure the mattress. I also need to measure the mattress because it fits on here perfectly. So that is the next step. So the mattress is approximately 11 3/4 inches wide and 12.5 inches yeah, I'd say about 12.5 long. So I need a piece of paper. So 11 3/4 wide, 12.5 long. And that is the mattress. Put that aside. Now the bed needs to be, this is the height. I want it to be at the same height. So this measures about 2 1/4. Because this is, yep, and that's an 1/8. 2 1/8 plus this makes an 8, so 2 1/4 inches high for the bed frame. We need to be 2 1/4 inches high. So we know that now. I think I'm done with this. I'll get that out of the way. And next will be to just make a box. I'm going to make a box that the bed mattress can like slide into. That's what I'm going to do. I'm kind of winging it here, so this is usually how I build stuff, and I'm just gonna take you along with the process and see how it goes, and hopefully I can cut this down to a decent amount of time, and we'll see. Okay, so first off, I'm gonna make the inside frame, I'm gonna make the outside longer ones first. So that means they're gonna need to be 12.5 inches long. So I'm gonna measure. And a half. 12.5. I'm gonna grab my mattress just to make sure. Because once I add the inside, I need to make sure that it's gonna work. So I need to be able to squeeze the mattress in there, like so. It's gonna be sandwiched in there, but I don't want it to bow out too much. So I think I'm gonna add 6 to be like 3/8 of an inch, maybe. Wide. I don't know if it tells you on here. No, I don't think the measurements for this are thick. Okay. So this is 1, 2. No, this is more like the 16ths. 5/16 or something. So I'm going to add at least the width for this once and see how that works. Because we need to make sure we don't cut it too short, because you can cut it long and cut it down, but if you cut it too short, then I'm going to start over. So holding that there, and I'm holding this pad down here. I'm going to measure. Sometimes I just like to visually do things like this, because that way, even if I do measure wrong, usually I get it a little more accurate when I do it this way then. Just trying to do the math, because math and me don't get along. Alright, so yeah, I definitely need to double up the length. So I'm going to add one more line. So I'm going to double it up. It's going to be the width of 2 of these plus the 12.5 for my length. And I always like to cut outside my line just to give me a little extra so I don't mess up. So, which is the other one I'm using? It's this one. Now I'm just going to go take these over to the saw and cut them. And then I'll be back. Okay, so I have all 4 pieces cut and sanded. Now when I glue together something that needs to be at a right angle, I usually use my square and I do the 2 right angles and then I glue it all together all at once. That way everything's nice and square. Hopefully not too crooked. So I'm going to put some glue on each corner and then I'll let them dry and then I'll come back and glue them together to make the bed frame. Both corners are dried, so now I can take it and put it together like this. So I'm just going to glue these two corners together and then let them dry. And that's what I'm going to do. I was messing with this stick and trying to see if I could unwarp it, and it snapped on me. It's definitely not a strong piece. So besides that, I am gonna have to go get another pack at Walmart. Actually 2 packs since I broke that piece. So it's gonna take me 3 packs to complete this. I'm gonna cut 5 more pieces to go inside here, and what I'll probably end up doing is gluing them about halfway down so the bed doesn't sit all the way down into the frame. And then that'll also give me something to glue a leg underneath each corner to raise it up to the height I want it to be. So that is next. So next I will get 2 more packs of these stir sticks, and then I will come back and finish the bed. Okay, so yesterday I went to Walmart and I got more of the paint stir sticks. I got 2 more packs, and I have cut down the 5 slats that I want to go across the bed. I also decided to take this 1/2 inch by 1/4 inch craft wood I had to secure around the bed to just give it more strength and to also be a ledge for the slats to rest on. You don't particularly have to use this. I think Walmart has like 1/4 inch dowel rods you could use, so that could be an option too. So what I'm going to do is just glue the last board here in place, and then make sure these are all sanded and fit securely, and then I'll need to work on the legs after that. I think that'll be the next step. So I'm just going to glue this around in place. Got all the pieces sanded, all the slats fit in good. I could leave them loose. Sometimes we sand a little bit more, but I think I'll just glue them in. That way they'll be more secure, and then I can move on to this piece here. Will be the legs most likely, either this one or a thicker dowel rod that I have. I got to decide which one looks better. So I put the mattress in there, see how it looks. Looks good, fits good. And next I'm going to decide which size dowel rod I like, and I'm thinking the smaller one looks better. The big one might be a little too chunky. And I just want them forced to, to hold it up a little higher. And yeah, I'm gonna go with this one. All right. So I cut all 4 of my bread legs down. I just used my hands off of that so I can get nice and precise as I can. And so next will be to glue these on. I got the legs put on, and it's nice and sturdy. Next step is to take this piece and grind off the middle bars here, so I can start fixing this to where it's attached to the bed. successfully separated the two parts, so now I'm going to just grind away at these middle brackets here, and I think it'll be good. I'm not too worried about this side being too perfect, since it will be the back side, and this will be the front side of the headboard. So here we go. Alright, so this is the side I want to be the head of the bed, and I think the headboard should come up a little bit above the mattress. I think that would work best, but maybe I should make it come down. Something right about it looks good. Alright. Next step. Figuring out how I want to attach the headboard to the bed frame. I have these pieces here that I'm going to cut the handle part off that I can use. So first things first, I'm going to cut some handles off of these and then determine how I want to configure this headboard. Okay, so I decided I'm not going to bother trying to make this headboard removable. At this rate, I'd like to get the bed done, and so I'm just going to glue some supports to the back and then glue it all together. But before I do that, I need to decide if I'm going to paint or just put a clear coat over this bed frame. Most likely I'll paint it. Okay, so I stained the legs with the antiquing wax, and then I have glued the headboard with just the Gorilla Wood glue. We will see if it works. It might not, so we'll see. Because if it doesn't, then I will have to think of another way to attach it, which will probably be E6000, which has a more rubbery grip and a longer dry time. Alright, so the bed is done. I did not have to add any other glue. I used the Gorilla Wood glue, and the headboard is holding just fine against the paint stir sticks. In the future it could come off, but I'll deal with it when we get there. I just didn't want to make this build last any longer, so that's why I even decided to just not try to make the headboard detachable, because I was like, I want to be done with this. So here's the bed with some bedding. I added some wire to the outside of the edges of the bed comforter bedspread, just to help it shape a little bit better, because it always drives me nuts when you know, the doll beds are sticking up and it doesn't look realistic, because on a real bed, you know, everything hangs over the sides. So it looks a little better now. And then I worked on this for the past few weeks. I'm still getting good at knitting, but it's getting there. I'm getting better at my muscle motor skills and all that. So it could be a little throw on the bed, and there we go. Looking pretty good. Mattress fits nicely right inside. I put some chalk paint on here, and then I put a clear coat of varnish over that, over the chalk paint, just to give it a little shine, because I didn't want it to be completely dull. So maybe down the future I'll make them some more bedding that looks a little different. I like this bedding, but then again, I'm kind of like, it's what, 3 or 4 years old already, this bedding. So maybe it's time for some new bedding. Anyways, I'm gonna put it in the space and show you what it looks like.